This is Makona Spokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. Today I want to deal with why you need to be committed in your church. Why do you need to be committed in your local church as a Christian? And I want to speak about this because it's very important. We have seen people that move from one church to another, and they do what we call church hopping. And they don't commit to any specific church, and therefore they are all over the place, and they are shortchanging themselves to do so. We also have people that are in churches and for the best time of their lives, including many years seated in a particular specific church, but yet they are not committed in the church. They don't do anything. They are not part of anything. They are not part of any departments. They are basically they need to be called bench warmers because they're doing virtually nothing. I'm also speaking to that particular group of people that when we speak about commitment, we're not speaking about going to church every Sunday. We're not talking about just being part of meetings, but we're speaking about being part of them in the sense of participation. So in other words, a commitment cannot be judged by just being there. Commitment is judged also further by how do you participate and the level of participation that you have in the particular church. Now, I'm speaking about this today and say, why do you need, therefore, to be committed in a particular church, having understood what commitment is all about? Commitment creates sense of responsibility, and it actually creates a sense of accountability in you as well, whereby you feel accountable, you feel responsible. So therefore, people that are committed, you'll realize that they don't want to miss any meeting. They don't want to miss any church meeting. They don't want to miss prayer meetings. They don't want to miss conferences. They don't want to miss even open airs. They don't want to miss anything. So they basically, because they are committed, it creates sense of responsibility and also a sense of accountability whereby one would actually make sure that they are there when they have got opportunity to be there. But now it goes further to say, people that are accountable and responsible, you'll realize that they will also report when they're not going to make it, when they're not going to be part of a particular meeting, when they're not going to be able to do things that they've been allocated to do. They will in advance report and say it, that I'm not going to make it, because that's the only way you're going to show a sense of responsibility and a sense of accountability, and that comes with commitment. Now, the people that are committed, you'll realize that commitment in your local church will actually institute in you that accountability and responsibility, and you'll actually be able to apply that everywhere. Now, the people that are committed to something, they're able to apply the accountability and the responsibility every single place of their lives. And we've seen that happening. And I want to emphasize that it is going to help you to be committed in your church because you're going to develop responsibility and accountability. Secondly, commitment develops traits of leadership in you. Now, people that become leaders, they start with commitment. And you'll realize that everything that you commit in, you are able to develop and overgrow to an extent that you become a leader in that trait. It starts with commitment. Now, if you're not committed in anything, whether it's a workplace, whether it's your family, whether it's the church itself, you'll never get to a point where you become a leader in that regard. A leader is that person that is able to commit in what they are doing and immediately become committed in what you're doing. People can appoint you in becoming a leader, or you automatically find yourself leading people because you are committed. And commitment actually drives that leadership traits in you. And if they were there hidden, you are not aware that you are a leader, you'll find when you start getting committed, you start to see those traits coming up. You start to see those leadership traits showing up in your life. And that's very key that we emphasize that as well. That many leaders realized only when they got committed that they're having leadership traits in their lives. But before that, you'll find that you're not aware that you are having leadership traits at all. And commitment helps you to develop self-discipline as well. Now, people that are committed, they develop self-discipline. And you say, how so? It develops self-discipline because when you are committed, you therefore put time aside for certain tasks that you have to do, that you're committed to. If it is time to go to church, you will actually be disciplined. You'll go to church at the time that you're supposed to be in church, and you find yourself disciplined enough to keep yourself in that. You become actually in line with the times that you've set, and you find that in everything else that you do thereafter, when you put the time to do something because you are able now to commit, you'll find that you will actually stick to that time and you'll commit to that time with self-discipline to an extent that when people try to deviate you out of it, you'll be able to say no, because you will be able to stand firm and not go according to what people think, but you will go according to the time that you have set yourself and you committed yourself in it. Now, the installation of self-discipline by commitment is very clear in many aspects. You'll see, even children, when they go to school, because it instills commitment in school for them. It actually develops them into disciplined individuals, even when they are adults. And somebody who actually didn't go to school, they actually lack discipline, the majority of them, because of they've never been a disciplined setup that aligned them to discipline. A commitment in your own family as a child will actually align you to a certain discipline. A commitment in something at your work will align you to a certain discipline. That's what I'm saying. So I want you to understand that clearly, that discipline can develop out of commitment. So therefore, it is very important that when you're committed, you realize that it will actually bring about self-discipline as well. Commitment develops network of support from other people. Network of support from those people that you're committed to. Now, I want to give an example of this. That when you are committed to a certain group of people, when you have got issues that need attention of other people, that need support from other people, you'll realize that it will be seamless for those people to come out and come in numbers and support you. Because people support people that are committed to them. People support people that are committed with them to the same task and work. Now, that is why when you've got a funeral of your beloved ones, maybe as an individual you've lost a loved one, maybe a father, a mother, or even a brother, a sister, or maybe your spouse, you've lost them, you'll realize that the people that are committed to, people that are committed together in one place, they will support you. You'll see people that are colleagues at work, that you're committed with together at work, they'll come and support you. People that you're committed together with in a church, you'll see them coming. And not only in painful situations, but also in joyous and celebratory situations like a wedding, for instance. In your wedding, the people that will come are those that you are committed together somewhere. So therefore, a network of support has been developed because these people know you and you've committed yourself to them, or to a task together with them, or to certain activities in the certain place together. And therefore, they are coming to support you because they know your commitment in them as well. This is very key, that you realize that when you are not committed, you realize that even your occasions and activities, you find people are not coming. Nobody attends your wedding. Nobody attends your birthday party. And the reason is because you're committed to nothing. You're not committed to the people either. So commitment will therefore establish that network of support from other people. Commitment develops sense of obligation by the leadership towards you as well. Now, if you're committed to the particular church where you are, you'll find that the pastor feels obligated to help you. If you're committed in a church, a pastor doesn't have a problem in coming to marry you when you are having a wedding, to come and bury your loved ones when you are having a funeral. So the pastor doesn't have a problem with that when you're a committed member. But the more you are less committed, the more the pastor doesn't feel obligated to do. And that is why some of you start blaming the pastor for not coming to your wedding, blaming the pastor for not coming to bury your loved ones. The reason is not the pastor. The reason is you are not committed. Commitment is very important. And that is why I want to emphasize it, that obligation comes only after commitment. We are obligated to people that are committed to us, that are committed to our activities. And that's the only way you can understand why people support you or don't support you. Don't blame people, blame yourself. Are you committed to them? Why do you want people to support you if you're not committed to them yourself? And that's very key that we need to emphasize that as well. But remember that commitment will give birth to commitment of others towards you and your situations in time of need. And I'm sure I've spoken a little bit about this. That people will come to the funeral of your loved ones because you're committed to them. People will come to the birthday party that you organized because you're committed to them. So nobody will just all of a sudden wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to attend a funeral of somebody that they don't know. It doesn't work that way. They have to know you. They have to know your commitment. And that's the reason they'll go out of their way to come and attend a funeral at your home. And that's very key, that commitment is seen that way. Now, be committed in your church. That's very, very important, because the people in your church will only support you when you are committed there. If you're not committed, please don't even expect them to come and support you. Commitment creates affirmation or even recognition to you. Now, you are recognized by your commitment. People are known by what they do. A doctor is known because he's committed in doctoral work towards people. Now, when you speak about a pastor is known by being committed in running a church. And a drunkard is known by committed to alcohol. So you're basically known and called names based on your commitment. Is it right? Yes. You're called what you're called because of your commitment in what you're committed in. Can I say that again? You are called right now a thief because you're committed in stealing. And that's the reason why you're called a thief. You're called a liar today is because you're committed in lying. So everything that you're committed in is actually giving you your name. So it affirms you. And that's why we're speaking about affirmation and recognition. So you're recognized by what you're good in. You are recognized by what you're committed in. Now, your commitment aligns sort of to give you a name. It actually names you. So therefore you are known by what you're committed in. And that's very key that we emphasize that. And I hope this is well understood to you, that you will be called that which you're committed to. Commitment also creates trust by God. And God trusts you when you're committed. And also trust by the people. People trust you when you're committed. I've mentioned a bit earlier that if there's an occasion, only committed people are expected that they will surely come. Because the fact that they didn't report absence, then they are coming. So that's trust. But somebody who doesn't report, doesn't commit to anything, we are not expecting you. In fact, we are surprised when we see you. And I always say this, that people that are reporting when they're not coming, while they're forever not coming, they rather report when they're coming instead of reporting when you're not coming. Can I say this again? If there's a church that you are not committed to, you're not attending services, you're not coming to prayer meetings, you're not coming to Sunday service, all of a sudden, you want to report one day of you not coming to church. Why are you reporting? You should actually report when you are coming because you are used to not to come. But the people that are committed and coming at all times, when they report, we understand that they are not coming because they always come. And that's exactly that. And commitment really draws a line between that. I want to end up here today. Your host, Mike Spokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and being part of this great topic. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please go and search other talks that we have spoken before. If this is helpful for you, that will continue helping your church and building your church. May the good Lord bless you and allow me to say cheers for now.